YouTube was, we're going live on YouTube. Good morning and welcome. My name is David, and today is the 9th of April. And as I stated a couple weeks ago, that I wanted to update the book, my book that I wrote and I actually published it myself in 2007. How do you answer these 749 questions about your small business? Well, I'm not going to share 749 questions. I'm only going to share seven questions, but well, I mentioned it. Let me get back into the script. We are living in a world of tremendous market uncertainty. Trickle-down trade tariffs are creating havoc in the general business community. AI technology is creating marketing and sales havoc in the marketing and sales world. 2025 marketing sales survival is at greater risk than I have ever seen in the 55 years that I have been publishing with marketing and sales theme. In the last 4 years, I have been doing personal market research and marketing sales testing here in my home market of Cincinnati, Ohio, where I have lived for 38 years. I moved to Cincinnati. We moved to Cincinnati just a couple weeks before Jordan was born. He was born in Cincinnati. Conceived in, well, he was born in Cincinnati. So I've lived here for 39 years, and it was natural for me to want to do my testing and research right here because I had some familiarity with the market. Not a whole lot in the business sense, because most of my marketing in the last 20 years has been in either other markets or nationally or in cyberspace. So it's been a while since I've actually been involved in the marketing community in Cincinnati, but I have been. It's very, very important to why we're having the conversation and where we're going to go with one of our projects. I have been a member of the Better Business Bureau for 2010 in Cincinnati. I started, and I'm still an accredited business, and the absolute the most important concept, what the Better Business Bureau emphasizes in everything that they do, is trust. And trust in business has never been put to a greater test than is going to be happening now with as I said, with all the factors, the outlying factors that are impacting the mindset of the businessman. So it was in 2007 I wrote the book. In 2008, I produced my first of 3,000 hours of YouTube live streams, and 5 years ago I added Facebook Live to how we do our live streams. So we're live on Facebook, live on YouTube, and It's been 3,000 hours. Actually, YouTube did not archive for public use videos that were done longer than 10 years ago. And they're on a server somewhere. I'm sure they're not going to get rid of them, but I don't have access to those. Just as I found out in the last couple of weeks that Facebook Live videos will be disappearing totally. Well, they will only, they're not going to archive any Facebook Lives, so that's okay for me. It doesn't impact the way I do business. I just want to be able to have a simultaneous broadcast with YouTube and Facebook. So those are important things that really must be considered for 2025. In 2007, I asked 6 of the 7 questions I'm going to share with you today. You look for the keywords in any question, and those keywords are what the conversation will be about. And so, actually, in my book in 2007, I had 749 questions, but I actually had 1,000 keywords. Today, probably 25% of them I would not even share because I don't have experience for a long time, for 20 years, in the healthcare industry, where I was very, very actively involved in healthcare years ago as a marketer. But it's the questions. All questions have keywords. Find the keywords and let's go. Question number 1. How do you position yourself in the marketplace? And can you answer this question in 3 sentences without using the word help? I deplore the word using help when a business describes what they do, because everybody helps. What are you going to do for me besides before? And you don't even know how you're going to help, or if I need help, or what the situation might be. So, positioning yourself and being able to share that simply with clarity, simplicity, and clarity, and that's how folks begin to understand if they want to do business with you. We're going to talk about value, but trust is at the end of the decision making. That's really the last question we're going to deal with. How do you position your business in your business vertical? It's just clarification. That would be part of how you describe it is what you do. And is this actually a statement about your business, or how you perceive that you differentiate yourself from other businesses? Important things to think about. What value does your business bring to the marketplace? If you don't bring any value, and actually be able to communicate that value with your existing customer or potential customer, new customer, you have to be able to. That's where you start to build the trust and how you tell the stories. It'll be very important in the end. Then the obvious question is, why should the marketplace trust you? what do you what do you do differently? How do you do differently? How do you do the things differently? Why should you be trusted? And believe me, I have worked very hard for the last 55 years, bringing value and trust to the marketplace. And I guess it's working because we're still doing it, uh, and having a lot of fun, having more fun with it than uh, we've ever had. And that's important. That's going to be a very, very important part of the conversation as we move on. Now, here's where things become quantitative, not qualitative, but do you measure customer care touch points? Every time your business touches your customer, and there's many, many ways you can touch your customer. Here's a here's a I don't know what I called it back then, infographic, whatever, that I created in 1994. And I did this, I was working in the insurance industry, and each one of these ovals represents a touch point, and each one of those touch points represents an opportunity for you to obviously take care of your customer and then move them on to the next level. Uh, and moving them on to the next level, that's where you ask the question, do you measure the lifetime customer value of your customer base and potential new customers? So as you have all these touch points and you perform, you meet or exceed your customer, their expectations, then you automatically enhance the lifetime value of that customer. And it's you retain that customer. You want to retain that customer. The customers are the ones that uh, have helped you build your business, and you don't want to lose that and start with somebody new to replace it, because it's going to be more difficult to replace customers than it ever has before. I see it, and uh, I kind of smile because there are ways to deal with that, and uh, I haven't seen it yet in the various conversations I've had with folks who've tried to sell me something, and uh, I get sales pitches all the time, not on the telephone. I just get scam calls on the telephone, but I got a lot of emails with folks attempting to sell me something, and I really have not been impressed with too many of the emails that I've seen and in fact responded to, because of what the subject line was, because of what the conversation was going to be, and I should say too that in our testing, in my testing that we did, uh, I found I'm now doing producing and publishing a video email, very, very dynamic. It changes every week with new copy, new content, new information, and new videos. Uh, One new video, two new videos, three new videos a week. So it's an ongoing thing. That's a video email that tested, and it tested extremely well. And that's why I'm continuing to use it. The outcome of my marketing research and testing has truly been a testimonial to almost everything that I have done with collaborative partners in the last 55 years. And it was at that time, um, last year, uh, I actually announced Project 10,000. That's what I was going to call everything, with the marketing and sales objective, the publishing objective, the uh, live stream video perspective. It was going to be um, a I developed a system, and this system creates the touch points, guarantees enhanced lifetime value, and it's with the idea. The ultimate Project 10,000 idea is that I will publish and produce 10,000 marketing and sales value trust stories. 10,000. And those stories are going to make a big difference. They're going to create a lot of what I call market noise in whatever market we are doing them. And the system is a 7 or 8 day system based upon the investment that the company, my co-host and sponsor, will be making in their market to tell the story. So let's talk about marketing and sales investments. There's 5 of them. I've created 5 different investments for $75,000. The system will create 175,000 customer care touch points. And I will guarantee that. I will personally guarantee that the 100, at least 175,000 customer care touch points will be created. And then we will need to have the discussion on what this means to your organization in terms of enhanced lifetime value. So how will you measure enhanced lifetime value so that we can create some parameters that we'll be able to evaluate your marketing sales return on investment. Uh, the numbers will tell the story. There will be a tremendous more market noise than you thought possible about your business in that 7 or 8 day period, and it's a lot of fun how we make that happen. For a $50,000 investment, I will personally guarantee that 150,000 touch points will be created. And once again, we'll have a conversation on how you translate those customer care touch points to the enhanced lifetime value that will be created, that the program naturally creates. And you'll help, once you tell me how you measure it, share with me how you measure it, then we'll be able to create the we will know. We will know when there is the return on investment. We will know. What I didn't say with that $75,000 investment, I didn't say 2 things. I did not say that the company that is my co-host, co-sponsor, invest $75,000. They will be my co-hosts on 2 successive every Saturday is Small Business Saturday. The live stream that I do on Saturdays, that investment will give you 2 of those Saturdays to co-host with me. So we will tell your story in the first session, and then you will sponsor 25 other stories. They could be, and you'll pick the business. There'll be customers, there'll be prospect, whoever you want. We will take 25 of those and create their marketing and sales value trust story. That's what the project is all about. It's that simple. And included in the $75,000 investment is a $7,500 donation to the Better Business Bureau. They have a scholarship. They have a student integrity scholarship fund. The Better Business Bureau does, and so it's a wonderful organization, a wonderful concept to collaborate with. So a $75,000 investment, your $75,000 investment, $7,500 of that will be donated to the Better Business Bureau's Students of Integrity Scholarship Fund, and a $50,000 investment. You will be my co-host for one every Saturday is Small Business Saturday. And we'll have a little different format in how we tell your story, your value trust story, and that of 25 other businesses that you choose. We will produce their stories on a one-to-one basis. So it's a very exciting project, and if we do that many stories in 387 markets, we will have, I believe we'll have our 10,000 stories, and we'll catch, if we don't, we'll catch more along the way. But someone challenged me as I last week when I had originally made the statement, and they said, "Well, how long do you think you're going to take to do this?" And my simple answer was, if things are in total sync, if things run as the way they're supposed to run, if we can produce every week what we need to produce every week, I certainly will be able to do it. Hopefully the sponsor will be able to do it. It'll take 3 years. It'll take 3 years to produce 10,000 stories. So if you think you might have a way that you might want to help me yourself, please let me know. Send an email. By the way, the best way to communicate with me, and I don't have it written out, is my email address. It's dleopold at David's Barter, Barter, David, Zabids, barter.com is my email address. Whatever the concern is on the multitude of projects that we have going on right now, the best way to communicate with me will be with an email, except for something that you're going to hear at the very end of our conversation. So we have the $75,000 investment, the $50,000 investment, a $25,000 investment will be, I will guarantee a minimum of 75,000 customer care touch points will be created. And you will co-host that sponsoring company will co-host one every Saturday, is Small Business Saturday. However, that will have a much different way that we present it, because there will be 10 companies, 10 small businesses that the co-sponsor chooses for their stories to be told. Now, they're not all going to be told in that show, but we will have a conversation that starts to build the momentum for their own presentation. And it's as simple as that. And I wanted to share with you I wanted to share with you a summary statement that disappeared. Oh well. It was a summary statement that I chose. I'm having fun with a little thing I'm doing now. Is I am taking my comments, my answers to questions, my thoughts, my ideas, and I'm asking specifically Google's. Well, I'm using Google, and I'm also using Magai, Magai, artificial intelligence. Those two platforms I'm using, and I'm saying, okay, here's what I say. How would you expand upon what it is that is being said? And I'm having a lot of fun getting the answers to those questions, and I wanted to share them with you. Here's the sheet. This was an AI summary. I asked them to summarize in closing, share your responses to the questions that I have submitted. And the summary statement says that in today's 2025 world, marketing and sales world, you must, if you want to continue in business, you must assess your current position. Assessing means evaluating your marketing and sales strategy. It means customer trust levels, how your customer trusts you, just in the things that you do and the customer care that you provide should there be a concern or a problem or a challenge. And your brand value. I have some of that understanding of other companies before I actually start to do business with them. And important to identify areas of improvement and growth that you would want to happen because of the conversation that I have with you in this marketing and sales value trust story. I want to be able to bring all those facts out, but you'll be providing me the answers to the questions about your business, and it will be a very powerful. Actually, the 25 stories, small businesses that will be sponsored will be 19-minute conversations, and obviously the co-host and sponsor will have an hour or more to establish their value trust, marketing sales value trust story. Set very clear objectives. I want to have an understanding of what it is that you want to accomplish with your involvement, with your collaboration with me on the project. I want to know what you do so that I can deliver my part of the equation, deliver and exceed your expectations. I love to exceed expectations. Love it. It's a great thing. You'll talk to me about your budget. We'll put it into perspective, but there's a difference. I asked the question last week. The question I asked was, did either you or your business realize your 2025 first quarter marketing and salesman investment strategy? The money that you put into marketing and sales, did you realize to your expectations, and you indeed had created a good strategy? We will together create a great marketing sales strategy. I've worked with a lot of companies in the last 55 years, from single solopreneur companies, as I have been. I've been a solopreneur for most of my life, to at one time I was working with 19 of the 52 largest insurance companies, all who were Fortune 500 companies, and creating marketing and sales projects for them. Not all of them. Some of them was just advice. Some of them was actual hands-on programs that were created. How do you measure ROIs? What artificial intelligence came up with? We have established it's important that we understand. We'll know the numbers will be very clear to us, but that's not necessarily the whole story. Numbers certainly tell the science of the story, but they may not be the complete story. So value returns investment. Value that you take away absolutely returns investment that you make. Artificial intelligence said, stay agile, be ready to adjust your strategy based on market trends. I would take a little bit of issue with that particular. Yes, you have to have that understanding, but once we establish what your strategy is, it doesn't matter, in a sense, what the rest of the market thinks. It's the strategy that we bring to the marketplace. Obviously, we have to find folks who will be collaborative in their thinking of us as businesses get together to build and realize whatever it is they're trying to do. Stay agile to adjust consumer behavior changes. That's what marketing and sales is all about. It's an understanding of human behavior. What drives a person to say yes? What makes a person say no? It's an understanding of that. That's how the marketing and strategy has to be built. But customer behavior is not. It's not an easy thing necessarily. Depends upon how long you've been doing it. I will say this, that when I was testing and researching the Cincinnati general business marketplace from a marketing and sales perspective, I was overwhelmed at how different it is to communicate with a company today, even to reach the company today. The things that I was running into are just unbelievable. It didn't happen to me years ago, but it doesn't matter what happened years ago. It's what's happening now, and I could see that somebody in business is very daunting. It's a very daunting thing to try to communicate with another business. And I should say too that all of my communications were done in the C-suites of companies. I don't have time to be below a C-suite type. I want a yes or no answer with the conversation we're having. It's okay to say no. My desire is to say yes. That's why I am here today. But you have to keep on going. We live in a very binary yes or no world, and I want to put myself in front of that person who says yes or no. I have to tell a story. One of the largest direct mail customers I had in 1985 and 1986 was a tire manufacturer, General Tire in Akron, Ohio. And I walked into the decision maker's office, walked into his office, didn't have an appointment, got clearance to get into his office, did not have an appointment. And we started talking, and I closed the door of his office, and I said to him, Dan, we're not going to open the door until we have a collaborative agreement. And he looked at me and he laughed, and he said, you're a pretty persistent character, aren't you, David? And I said, I am persistent for sure, but I am persistent because I feel it is absolutely the right thing to do in your benefit, on your behalf. It's the right thing to do. And he smiled, and I actually walked out of his office that day with an order. The very first time I had met him, and it was for it was a pretty big order, first time order. It was, I think, for 100,000 pieces in several stores. So you have to understand what it is that you're trying to accomplish. Do it in very simple terms with a great deal of clarity. Demonstrate the value that you bring to the marketplace, and what that value will do for the individual's business. And then together, you will build the enhanced lifetime value of that customer. That's what the program is designed to do. Thank you for your time today. And as always, if you have any questions about anything that I've said, I just remembered, I didn't say on the $5,000 investment, I did not say on the $50,000 investment, I did not say that $5,000 will go to the Better Business Bureau Students of Integrity Scholarship Fund. On the $25,000 investment, $1,000 will go to the Students of Integrity Scholarship Fund. Thank you for 38 minutes of your time today. I hope you were able to take at least one important thing away from today's conversation that will bring value to your life. And remember, it is very important to do what you love and love what you do. Enjoy your day.